Everybody, and welcome back to a new vlog video. If you have seen my videos before when I'm sat in my room, you might already notice this wall is a different colour. Yay! My mum painted my wall whilst I was away on holiday, which was a really nice surprise. Before, the wall was like an aubergine colour, like a deep purple, and this colour here is a paint that I bought, let me think, 2 years ago-ish, or a year and a half ago, and I didn't know what I was going to do with the paint, but the reason why we got it is because when we were painting Josh's room, the paint was on like buy two get a tin free, and so we bought the tin for his room and then another tin which was like a cream, like we bought one colour and then the cream for the other walls, and then I just picked a colour and said, oh, one day I'll paint something or we'll paint my room, and we had such a disaster painting his room, like it just didn't go well. I've actually got a video of it. It was from quite a long time ago, but if you've seen the video, it just didn't go well. And so we never painted anything since then, and I always had this tin of paint. Anyway, so my mum used a tin of paint and painted my wall, and I love it. I love this colour. Blue is my absolute favourite colour, and this is a perfect wall blue, because sometimes blue on walls, certain blues don't go as well, or they can be a bit cold or sad, but this is a really nice blue, and it definitely makes my room lighter as well. But not only did she paint the wall the blue, she also put me up and bought me, hold on, let me show you, here you go, you can just see blue wall right now, this picture, and I absolutely love it. I think it's the best thing ever. I can also see it in the mirror, because I've got a mirror here which shows the wall so I can see it from everywhere, and obviously it's two giraffes and it just looks really good on the wall. And obviously, if you guys know me, you know giraffes are my absolute favourite animal, and I just think it's just so lovely. And I don't really have any artwork in my room, so it's kind of just a nice perfect little thing, so I really love it, and I love this blue. And look, 'cause I have a Finding Dory calendar, it blends in well. I thought it was quite funny. So yeah, that's one thing that I had to say for since I went back. And then I had another thing, and now it's completely left my mind, but oh, I know what it was. Tomorrow, Splatoon 2 comes out, and I'm so excited. Like, beyond excited. But I really hope I'm going to be able to get it. We didn't pre-order it because about when we got the Switch, maybe a month ago, maybe not even actually, a few weeks ago when we got the Switch, we said, right, okay, Splatoon 2 is the game I've desperately wanted. And we went to pre-order on Amazon, and it didn't guarantee it would come on the release day. And I always find it hard if you pre-order something and then it's available in the shop, but your pre-order hasn't come. I find it really difficult to not be like, oh, I wish I would have just gone to the shop and bought it. So we're really hoping we're going to be able to find it. It's not going to be sold out everywhere. So fingers crossed, we'll be able to find it tomorrow. And also hopefully the Pro controller for the Splatoon. There's a Splatoon 2 Pro controller coming out as well I really want to pick up. I'm going to be doing a whole video about that, which will 100% be up before this video. It's going to take me a while to get the vlogs in track, but that kind of gives you an idea of when I'm filming this. And then this evening, we are going to a little shopping centre to do a bit of late night shopping, because it's Thursday and they do late night shopping. And yeah, Josh wants to go to HMV and maybe hopefully get some horror films and things like that. And oh, my laptop's gone on to sleep. No, I'm rendering a video, so I didn't want to do that. And now my book fell down. But yes, that's what we're doing this evening, so I'll take you guys along with us. But I don't know whether we might just go in one shop, we might go in a bunch. It might be something of note, or it might not. Sometimes that happens. But yeah, we are going to HMV, but if I pick anything up, I think I'll save it for a HMV hunt and haul, or haul and review. What did I call them? I did one. I've got 2 bags. Now you might think, well, why are you going to HMV to buy things? However, okay, I've got 2 bags, of which I don't know where I don't think I know where one is. Actually, I think they're both in my wardrobe, it's fine. I've got 2 bags that are still in the HMV bag of movies I bought from HMV to do the HMV haul and review. I really enjoyed that video so much that I did. And I haven't watched them yet. However, one of the bags I'm nearly through watching. I've got like half of 2 films left to watch. And so I got put off a little bit because some of the films in that one I wasn't enjoying that much. But either way, I might pick some up and watch those first. If I'm going to pick any films up, I will only pick up films that I want to watch right now, that I will make myself watch before. I'm not going to just, I have to watch them. And I'm catching up with Monday Movie Hunts too. Either way, I'm gonna now, because I'm just going on and on and on. But I want to show you guys my wall and my giraffes. So yes. Okay, so we're just on our way back from doing our shopping, and we went to Game, which
crap.
Yeah, it's not games.
Game's always crap.
Do we ever like Game? No, actually, we once went to that Game in Liverpool.
Yeah, but they were really nice there.
Yeah, and it was really pretty good. It's just the game that's kind of closest to us isn't good, and we always disappointed in our Game. But I have been to one in Liverpool that I thought was pretty good. Yeah, Game was just a bit rushed, but we wanted to look at the Switch games and things like that, which they didn't have many, but there really isn't many Switch games anyway, so what can you say? We then went to WH Smith's, which actually, right, we don't like the WH Smith's near us either. And
I forgot about that.
You always forget about that one because it's so like dark.
The same colour as the road.
Yeah, it's like doesn't have like a thing on it. Anyway, we went to WH Smith's, which they moved to WH Smith's. This is what happened, and the old one was good. Wait, I can't remember the old one. Oh, it was really, really big. The old one was pretty good, right? Really liked it. They moved it and made it smaller. They downsized, and then it was just not good, and I just didn't like it. However, today they had like everything I could possibly have wanted, like all the books. But I have so many books to read, and they didn't have the one particular book that I wanted the most. This is one book that I particularly want to buy, whereas the other ones were just ones I saw that I just wanted, that I'd just seen today and things, you know, that wasn't something that I'd had on a list. And yeah, so there was loads, but books, I've just been doing my like autumn TBR, and I feel like I've got loads of things to read, so I've got a lot of things to go out there, so I have to like prize myself away from the WH Smith's. And then we went to HMV. Were you pleased with what you found at HMV? Did you go, because that's what you went for really, wasn't it?
Yeah, I found some really cool stuff. So I try a lot of the time when I go there. I
just realised I was just filming you, but then I kind of felt like maybe we shouldn't because the police car in front. So I'll just film me, you can carry on. Like, I suppose it doesn't matter, but it might be counted as distracting you.
So I always go there in the mind that I'm going to buy some. I'm not going to buy films that I've looked up or, you know.
Like new surprises.
Yeah, see what I can find.
Like I did that with Secondhand Lions, like I said, and I found some good finds just from going to HMV and just going blind.
I think I picked up a couple of zombie films, but then I think I put one back and picked up another one.
Yeah, you got confused, didn't you? Because there's an offer on at HMV and Josh got his all mixed up. I
had 3 for 20, but only 2 of those were for 20, and then I had 2 for 10. And you got confused thinking one was a Blu-ray and one was a DVD, and that the offer wasn't going to work, and I had all the maths right.
And then the guy was like, oh, this isn't it. So basically, for the, like, nothing much more, he needed to pick another film like for the two others to be in the offer. It was all very confusing, so then he had to go back and pick another film. Anyway, I picked DVDs 5 for 20. And I picked really chilled out films because that's what I felt like. I just really wanted chilled out ones. There was some that I really wanted that were not chilled out, but I kind of just was like, okay, well, today is the day for chilled out films.
I just bought some proper brutal films.
Yeah, horror films. That's what you always go for HMV, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be doing a HMV hunt and, what's it called? HMV haul and review of the films that I picked up, and I'm definitely going to do that soon. I definitely want to watch these within the month, so I'm definitely going to do that. And yeah, so that was what I was going to say. Okay, this is the whole point of why I turned the camera on. And anyway, then we went to McDonald's, and because I just wanted something small and a small meal, I picked up a Happy Meal, and I wanted to show you this, what I got. I got this little Minion guy, and we were like, oh yeah, okay, you know, Minion guy, whatever. And I thought, oh, what does this do on the back? And his hat flies off, but at the time we obviously didn't realise that. You should have seen our faces and that we jumped, because this hat I was just not even holding it right. It just went boom and flying about the car. I don't know why his hat falls off. Ah, there we go. So yeah, this is our HMV bag of goodies, and tonight we're doing our each watch our own film, but just in different rooms in the same house, and then you come down and say, this is what my film was about, I'm like, this is what my film was about. Which is good, because
every single time we've ever done that, I've watched like an 80s horror. It's always that little bit different, so it'd be good watching, because all the ones that I've purchased this time, they're all like new, or not newish, but
not
they're from the 21st century. So yeah, it's
So
good.
when was the last time we watched horror that wasn't an 80s horror?
Oh, months and months ago.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't mind horror, but it's just I don't know what it is lately. I'm just not been as on the thing. Except I do really want to watch that Don't Breathe, which we've got. Anyway, oh, there's the police car's back again.
It's a different one.
Oh, how do you know?
Because I look at the number plates.
Oh, okay, well, it's a different one. There's just a lot of people about. Anyways, that's all we had to say about our shopping trip. We're just so excited for Splatoon 2 tomorrow. Josh is really excited. I'm really excited. We're going to be hopefully picking up 1, Splatoon 2 the game, 2, the Splatoon 2 Pro controller, and 3, some Splatoon 2 amiibos.
Going all out.
Yeah, Splatoon 2. So, yes, and again, this video will be up a lot later than when the Splatoon video will be up, so you guys know, yeah, that was all news, but... Hello everybody! So, today I am just still in my pyjama top because I'm just getting ready, but today I have the dentist. Now, obviously this is a random rambles vlog video, and I had the dentist in, when was it? May. Yes, I had the dentist a few times in May. The beginning of May-ish, the end of May. And I had a tooth surgically extracted in May. And I was really nervous about it, and I thought it was going to be... I'd known I had to have this tooth taken out for a little while. So I'd kind of left it, and then I thought, right, I really got to go and get this done. So I went and I thought, oh, you know, I kind of went thinking, oh, I'm scared of the dentist, but I wouldn't say that I'm scared of the dentist. I know there's people who definitely are more in the category of scared of it. I think I'm just nervous of the dentist, which I feel like is fair. Sometimes it's a nervous place. And so I went to have my teeth pulled out, and you guys might remember me talked about it a little bit briefly, but I didn't really go into it. I didn't really go into it because it's kind of a weird thing to talk about, etc. And then recently I thought, damn it, I kicked myself, and I thought I wish I would have talked about the dentist in a video and talked about when I had my tooth out. And I thought I really wish I would have talked about that, simply because I've realised that things are weird. So when I had my tooth out, I was really nervous and I was pretty scared. I actually had to go twice. I technically had my tooth out twice. So I'm going to tell a whole story about the dentist here. So if you're not interested about this story, just don't watch. But it does have some interesting further insight. So yeah, this might be for my future self. When I watch it back, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, this is what I thought. And might help you too. It might not. So I went to have my tooth out twice. The first time I went to have it out was in the beginning of May. I went to have my tooth out. It wasn't going to be an operation. It was just going to be, we'll pull your tooth out. You know, I was pretty nervous about it. Hadn't had a tooth pulled out before, like in that way. Not going to go into that story. So, you know, it's a back tooth. It's a molar. I go in, you know, and it's not too bad. I've got to be honest. You can't feel anything. So you're having a tooth out. You know, I had the injections. They're probably the worst bit, but still they weren't that bad. Couldn't feel anything, wasn't really that bothered, it was all going well, and then, you know, it was taking a while, but, you know, things do. Some people are like, oh, it's just dead easy and quick, they just pull it out, job's done, you know, having a tooth out is easy. And it kind of wasn't easy. It was kind of, you know, a lot of tugging and pulling, but it wasn't bad. I wouldn't say it was like awful and I was, you know, it wasn't like that. So, you know, I sat there, and then they were starting to kind of do something, but I can see them. So I'm lying there, I have these glasses on, you know, if you know you've been to the dentist, and I can see their eyes, and I can see things aren't maybe 100%, but I'm just thinking, well, you know, this is whatever. And I hadn't been to this dentist before, actually. I went to a different dentist than in the past. Anyway, they stop, and they sit up, and they put the chair up, and I'm thinking, oh, thank God, that was way easier than what I thought, you know, easy breezy. They say, there's been a problem. We haven't been able to get your tooth out. I'm like, what? No. Like, it was pretty weird, and I was like, oh no, something's wrong, I haven't been able to do it, and I've just been sitting here for this whole time, and it hasn't worked out. And so what they'd actually done, which really freaked me out at the time, is they'd taken half of my tooth out. So the half above the gum line, they'd taken out, and the bit below the gum line, they hadn't been able to get out. So I was like, oh my gosh. They're like, right, yeah, we're going to have to book you in to have like a surgical extraction, which is kind of like a little bit of an operation where I feel like maybe this is gross. Somebody they cut all your gum open and right, yeah. So obviously, and then they'll stitch it up back together and stuff, stitches and that. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I was pretty nervous, but you know, and I had to wait 3 weeks between the time of having the beginning of my tooth out to having the rest of my tooth out, which was probably worse. It was just, I hated that bit because I couldn't do anything because I had to be really careful with this half tooth. Anyway, so that was a whole ordeal there. And then I went back to have the rest of the tooth out. And to be honest, I was more nervous the first time having the tooth out than I was the second time having the tooth out. Because the first time I realised, you know, when they're doing the thing, I can't really feel anything. Not really a big deal. You know, I was kind of just worried more about the, you know, the stitches and that whole bit. But again, to be honest, it was fine. They got it out. And there was a moment where it was like pretty rocky. Are we going to do this? Are we not? And I was just like, you know, they're like, you know, we're going to have to use a lot of force and pressure. You know, you had to sign this thing. It was kind of weird. My face was like all bruised afterwards and swollen. So I didn't make videos for a little bit. Anyway, so they got it out and I got the bits of teeth because it's not really a whole tooth now. And yeah, I was like, okay, that wasn't too bad. Now the aftermath of having the tooth out, I think just because of, this might not be for everybody. So, you know, I've seen people have teeth out and then they're kind of fine, like maybe a day, they're not, then they're fine. My face was like, I actually pulled a muscle in my neck because of what had gone on. So it was a bit of a whole ordeal after the tooth coming out. And I thought, gosh, I was worried about getting the tooth out, but what I should have been worried about was the aftermath. Anyway, but then it was over and I was like, yay, it's over, I can move on, I'm so happy, etc. However, I then had to get a filling. Now I've had 2 fillings, I got 2 fillings already. So I've had a filling before, so I wasn't really, you know, it wasn't really a big deal to me. And I needed to go and get a filling. And I thought, well, you know, after everything that I've gone through with that, this is no big deal. Even the dentist was like, yeah, you know, it's the same dentist I went to get my filling in June. Yes, no. Yes, end of June. Possibly. Maybe it was beginning of July. Either way, I went to get this filling and it's on the other side of my mouth, okay? So I had a problem on this side, couldn't eat on this side for a long time because it took a long time to heal because everything, my filling was on this side. Didn't think much of it, went to get the filling done. And basically it went askew. Things went wrong, which, to be honest, I don't know, it doesn't really, this was not a good dentist place. You know, they pulled half my tooth out, they left it for 3 weeks. So it's not a general thing, it just really wasn't a good place to go. Anyway, so things went wrong and then I was going on holiday in like a week and a half. So it must have been, I went on holiday on the 11th. So yeah, beginning of July. At this point, I was like, oh, well, I'm going on holiday, you know, and you've just, you know, and he put a temporary filling in it and he said, we're going to have to pull the tooth out. Now, okay, so I've just had a tooth out through not fault of my own. They're like, yeah, we're gonna have to pull this out, sorry. I was so sad. It was so horrible and I was like, oh my gosh. And then that's when I thought, I wish I could remember the things from when I had my tooth out before because I couldn't remember it because I was like, well, you know. So basically what happened was I had the tooth out. I thought, God, this wasn't a great time, you know, it's pretty rough going. And then I was okay and I was like, phew, I'm okay, I got over that. And then I won't go into too much detail of this, but then something else happened. Maybe a week and a half after I had my tooth out, okay? So I had my tooth out, I kind of thought it was a bit of a big deal for me personally, just because of the ordeal that it was, not because, you know, just because it was a bit difficult. A week and a half later, something else happens. And at that point, something else happened in my life. And I thought, compared to this other thing that happened, having my teeth out was like no big deal at all. It's weird that I was so worried about it when then this happened. So when I looked back, I was like, oh, it wasn't really a big deal. I can't believe I was so worried about it when there's like other bigger things that always happen, etc. Okay, so I realised that having a tooth out wasn't a big deal. I'd come to that conclusion in my mind. Again, a few weeks go by, this other thing, you know, obviously arranges itself, sorts out. Then I'm told I have to have another tooth out. Obviously, again, I'm like, oh my God, I'm worried, I'm nervous. So I've realised it's one of those things like, I even tell my past self, oh, don't worry, it wasn't a big deal. But then when it comes to it again, it's like, oh, this isn't good, this is a big deal. So I've thought of it, it's kind of weird how if you look at somebody else's life and you think, oh, okay, well, you can say to them, oh, don't worry about that, it's not really going to be a big thing or a big deal. Or you could even say, oh, I've done that too, really don't need to worry. But then when you're faced with it right in front, even if it's yourself you're telling it's not a big deal, it feels like it is again. And I'm just like, oh, this is just really weird. So I've realised you can't really ever put yourself in somebody else's mind because you can't even put yourself in the mind of yourself. Does that make sense? That's what I thought anyway. So it was just kind of weird that I decided, you know, that it was a small deal in the means of life. And then when it came up to me again, I was like, oh, okay, no. Anyway, luckily, I went to a different dentist who was very awesome and nice. And touch wood, today I'm going back. I went on Tuesday, today's Thursday, and they have filled it. I've got a filling now. It's kind of a complicated filling just through what happened. I'm going back today and they're going to check on it and they're going to kind of just even it out, and hopefully they'll say, yep, it's holding up good, off you go. And I'll be like, oh, thank God. So I'm a bit nervous to check that it's all right, because obviously we know the other path. So I'm really hoping. So far it has been pretty good. It's kind of hurt a bit because he said that it would, because they had to put like pieces of metal to separate things, like digged into my gum, so it kind of hurt. And yeah, but I still got to have an injection today, which is a bit of a pain, and probably an x-ray. The x-ray is the worst bit because it's the back tooth. So the x-ray thing they put in now, it's not a normal x-ray. So if you've had an x-ray at the dentist, you're like, oh, it's not really a big deal. I've had those normal ones that you bite there, you bite there. This one's like a little triangle they put here. And they did it the first time I went for the checkup at this new dentist. And I was like, God, like it hurts, but it's weird because you have the control. So they put this thing and it digs into your tongue. And you have to bite on it and dig in, dig in, dig in. I'm like, how? Like, it probably hurts more than the injection. So I don't know why I even worry about the stupid injection when the x-ray thing actually hurts more. But then it's, again, I didn't really think afterwards. I'm like, oh, it's not really a big deal. And it never is. It isn't really. Even though I'm like, oh, the x-ray thing, oh, the injection. But it must be definitely a mind thing. I can't tell my mind. Don't worry about it. You've been to the dentist now like 6 times in the past few months. Because things keep having to go for different things, even though you know you need 2 things done. So I should be a pro, but every time I'm like a bit nervous. But hey, that's just how things are. So I've realised it doesn't matter what you might think. If it was easy, next time it would be easy. It just is. I feel like I didn't really get to my full conclusion. But either way, I had the dentist today. Hopefully all goes well. And then I feel like I can finally hopefully move on from my dentistness, because I went to the dentist for a checkup in April. We're now on, what date are we on? The 27th of July. I just want to get past this bit. But yeah, so if you have the dentist, I don't know, I felt this wasn't helpful if you do. But at least you know, this is what I thought before though, to be fair. Like, I've kept those little bits of teeth, and at one point before having my tooth out, I thought, gosh, I don't know if I can go and do this. Which is kind of stupid, because I'm sure like, it's just never a thing. You're not going to not go and do it. Like, but in my mind, I was like, oh God, I don't know if I can do it. Like, I was super nervous. And then when I was told I had to have a tooth out again if I did, I said, I don't know if I could be awake. Because I was like, I just had an injection. I didn't have the gas and air or anything. They asked me, what do you want to do? Injection, gas and air, or be asleep? I said, I just want the injection. I want to know what's going on. I feel more comfortable if, you know, I know what's going on. And they were like, right, okay. And then I said, I don't know if I can do that again. And I went to the dentist on Tuesday, not knowing what was going to happen. On Tuesday, they could have taken my tooth out. I went in knowing they might take my tooth out today. And I went in there, and I still sat down and da-da-da. So, you know, you just kind of, even when you think you can't do something, you just seem to do it anyway. And it's not actually as bad. So the mind is a sneaky thing. But yes, so I haven't made many videos because I keep coming back from the dentist all numb, and the other time it was like 5 hours of numb because I had to have loads of it, like 5 injections at different points in time. So my face was like, felt like it was like, so yes. Anyway, So that's the end of that dentist story. What else does this video even have in it? I don't know. But I have a really exciting weekend coming up, so I might end this video here, but I feel like it was just... But like I say, last time I said to myself, gosh, I wish I would have made a video about this, and then I would have known how I felt, because now I'm feeling probably the same, and So I always wish I would have made more videos with my general thoughts, just for myself, but I don't know if it helps anybody else. But hey, let me know your thoughts. But don't tell me any dentist horror. I feel like I've told you, I feel like I can't say that. I don't know. But anyway, I will have been today, so this video will be up later. Whew. So, fingers crossed. I guess maybe I'll do a little update, possibly, after the dentist. Maybe. You guys probably don't care. You'll see me in a video before then. Either way, things will, smooth out, but still. On a different note though, my mum made these little pots in pottery class. I like this one. I think this one's really cool. This one's like a bottle cap. And then obviously this one looks like an actual proper bowl. So that one's really cool and really nice. It's just really smooth. Then we've got this kind of little crazy one. And this one, she's supposed to look like a shell. So yeah, those are cool. But yeah, this one's actually really light compared. Ooh. So there's my mum's pots. Also, I just got ready for the dentist. When I go to the dentist, I always wear my super natural top. However, because I just went on Tuesday, I was like, okay, well, I don't want him to think I just wear the same thing. So I put a jumper on it today. So yes, because I was there for like an hour and a half like later, so I reckon he would have noticed. But, so I like to wear my super natural top, and that's awesome. So yeah, and also look at these. I got some new. If you guys saw my other video, you'll know I love the Skechers shoes. Got these really blue ones, and these are the Go Walks, and they're blue. See, like my little Skechers pile here. But yeah, so these are super cool because all my others are like not colours. They're all kind of dark. I had a grey pair of Go Walks, but I'm gonna get rid of them for these because they're really old. So yeah, look at that colour, look at that blue. I would also always recommend a bottle of water for the dentist because dentist stuff tastes gross. Okay, update from the dentist. Obviously my mouth is all numb, so I just got back and all went well today. But I think it definitely hurt more today than the other time, which is weird because on Tuesday I had an hour and a half of treatment done, which actually I have had a filling, but it was kind of a bit more complicated. So it was an hour and a half, and this was like less than 20 minutes, but you have to test the durability of it and to do quite a little bit of poking and prodding. Even though he numbed it, because the appointment was so short, it was just kind of numbed and then started on, so it kind of is more numb now, to be honest, than in the appointment. But I do have to go back in 3 months, which is October, just to have it checked on, so he can be sure that it's all okay. And originally it was only 6 months, so maybe he's not 100% sure and just wants to check on it, which is a bit of a bummer because 6 months were taking us to next year. So then in October, that'll be my 8th dentist appointment of the year. Now you might think that sounds like I've got really bad teeth, but I've never had so much problem before until this year, so it's just, yes. But anyway, that's what happened there. And now I'm just going to see how, well, I don't know how long this numbness will last, but I'll just, yep, so it was mostly good. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the continue of the Random Rambles vlog video. The sun is weird. I found this camera, it's got no battery. It's got the battery, we're going bowling. I'm going to try and save the battery now. I'm going bowling. Josh's got a bowling thing at work tomorrow. He's going to practice. It's going to be awesome. We're going to do some bowling. We've never been bowling together before, so who will win? We don't know. But apparently we're not allowed the sides up, so I feel like I won't win. But I'll update you. This bit is not important, so let's make this short and snappy. Not much battery. done with bowling now. It's pretty quick. We had 3 games in 45 minutes, but there's only the 2 of us playing, so it was pretty quick. And I won all 3, yay! But the last one got so close. Josh got 68 and I got 80. Because on the first game, I really hurt my thumb because I threw it like weird and hard, but I had one of them small ones that only just sits my fingers in, and it kind of hurt. But it wasn't too bad, and then it just started to get worse as I carried on playing, but it was alright. I still managed to pull it through. But on the first game, Josh got 55 and I got 108 or 105 or something. And then on the second game, I got, I think, 90 something or in the high 80s, and Josh still got 55, which is so funny. I was like, whoa, you got the same twice. And then on the last game, he started to get better.
Bearing in mind, though, this is the first time that I went bowling in like, well, I've been once in about 10 years. And I'm pretty sure I did better than last time.
And we didn't have the little sides up.
Yeah, we were the only people in there with no sides up. And last time I was throwing the balls backwards. So.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I definitely think that, because I've got a work to do tomorrow where I've got to go bowling, which is one of the reasons why we've gone tonight, to practice. And I feel like if I went tomorrow, I would never live it down.
Yeah, it was funny at first. You were like, go.
Yeah. So yeah.
Good. I'm glad you feel more confident tomorrow about your work bowling do.
They're going to perform poorly, but...
Well, you never know. Somebody might be worse than you. As long as you play a bit similar to your last game.
Yes.
Yeah, and you got a strike.
I know, I got a strike.
So there we go. And you got a spare as well.
Got a few of those.
Yeah, you got 3 spares.
I just need to remember it's not all about hitting it, just like throwing it straight. I need to look at the arrows on the floor.
Yeah. And find the right ball for you. Like my special orange ball.
I found the ball for me, just my
but I mean
fun and fitting them, that's all.
Yeah, we'll use one of them, it'll be fine. So, yes, now we're going to Tesco. I'm wondering if I can find a diary.
Oh, you will, it's a big Tesco, Frank.
I know, but I mean the diary that I really want, the diary that's right for me. So let's see if we can find one. I was going to get one on paper chase on Saturday, but
£30,
they're really expensive, and they haven't got the ones that I want. So if it was really expensive and amazingly nice, and the one I wanted would be alright, but it's not. I want it to be a whole page per day rather than little, you know. So we'll see. Okay, so we didn't find a diary. They didn't really have anything at all. I think because it's not quite back to school time, whether they usually have this type of stuff. So on Saturday we are going to be.
Look at that. That's hideous.
What?
Oh God.
Oh yeah, it's like a weird metallic
Ugly VW.
green and gold and brown. Anyway, I was really wondering what was going on then. Yes, on Saturday we're going to really hunt for a diary. Are you so excited?
I'm just excited to go shopping.
Yeah, I'm so excited to go
I
shopping.
can't remember the last time. I don't think we've ever gone just shopping.
No. We usually go for something.
Yeah, we've always
This
got
is
something
a
in mind.
Broad, but I have something in mind. I want a diary plan.
Live jeans.
Yes, you need jeans.
Movies. And
Oklahoma.
Planet.
That nice little Oklahoma. Yeah, I want to go spin. Yeah, but on Saturday we're doing a big shopping
God,
trip.
That's just trash. You look at the one at the top right.
What does it say? Send nudes.
Hashtag send
On his
nudes.
car. Anyway, yes, we're going shopping on Saturday and we're really excited about it, so we'll film our shopping trip then. And tomorrow I'm going somewhere really cool with my mum to this cool thing, so I'm going to film some of that. So I'm going to end this vlog here. So thumbs up. It was kind of we had Josh at the didgeridoo, we had back from holiday room decoration, and we had that whole life talk about dentists, and we went bowling, and yes, so it was random as always. I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching this video, and goodbye. Okay, so I've just called around to get something from my dad's and he's not here. And every time we come, Josh always looks at the didgeridoo, but he won't try and play the didgeridoo when my dad's here. And my dad's shown him he's played it. And so now he's trying to Google how to play the didgeridoo instead of... I don't actually know. I don't even know if this is... Surely all didgeridoos work. Is it a working didgeridoo? God, it's heavy. Ugh. Didgeridoo. Have you spelled out? I don't think it's just... Maybe, I don't know. But then there's also this little guitar that Josh has been doing. So we've got musical instruments hanging on the picture. You figured it out?
No.
Oh.
It's supposed to be form an airtight seal.
Okay.
And then do a raspberry or something.
Oh. Yeah. So, I don't think you can... Hey, that was better than before. But I think I have to do it a long time like...
Then it says you might hear like spit. I've not got enough breath to do that.